In my last What Sold video, I told you guys that June was the worst month of the year so far, and well, guess what? Turns out July was worse. So this should be a very short What Sold video. Stick around, see what did sell for me in the month of July, and we're gonna talk about why this month was so crappy for me. Hi guys, welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. My name's Veronika. I'm a part-time reseller. I mostly sell on Poshmark, eBay, and Natori, sometimes on Depop. Sometimes I only sell on Poshmark and eBay, just like I did this month. Maybe a little bit on Thredup, but we're going to talk about that as well. So in this video, I'm going to share all of my sales for the month of July of 2023 with you guys. It was a crazy, busy, exhausting, and stressful month for me. So my closet, my Poshmark closet in my Natori store were actually closed for a while. I still was able to take orders on eBay, but while I was moving from New Jersey to Virginia, I did not really want to, commit to selling and shipping and looking for items. So I took a solid like 6-7 days off right at the beginning of July, and it shows. But even without those 6 days, it was just a rough month. It was a rough month with me and my kid being sick. I'm still a little under the weather and it's just been dragging out. So my energy was also at an all-time low after the move. So reselling wasn't really a priority, but I'm excited to start the month of August strong. We did a listing challenge last week that was fantastic, and that already helped bring some more traffic to my stores and closets. So before we're going to talk about August, let's talk about July and the small number of sales that I did have in that month. Okay, we're gonna start at the beginning of July. Like I said, I took a few days off right at the beginning of the month, but had my eBay store set to time away, but still accepting orders. So I got a bunch of orders that are all shipped out, I think on the 5th or 6th of July when my store was back in action. So the first item to sell on eBay were these BCBG Girls silver metallic buckle flats. I picked these up from the bins in New Jersey. I picked them up as part of a bins haul, but also for a trend video where we talked about metallics being a trend for, I think, the spring, and they finally sold in the summer. So these sold on eBay for $20. I had about $1.40 into them. Marketplace fees were around $4, and so I make a profit of $14.60 because the buyer did pay shipping on top of the $20. My next sale, also on eBay, was this pair of Old Navy Nuva Tag extra high-waisted wide leg jeans in this medium light wash denim. I picked these up not too long ago, also from the bins. Different trip. I had about $1.30 into these. They were new with tags in a plus size in a size 14, and so I did pick them up. They sold for $22 on eBay, and after fees and my cost of goods, I make $16.30. So not a bad flip. I will pick up Old Navy activewear pieces if they're priced very low, if I find them at the bins, if they're new with tags, if they are in larger sizes, and the same goes for some of their jeans. Not all of them, but some of them. My next sale was also a pair of Old Navy shorts. These came from a Thredup activewear box. These were the Power Soft High Rise Go Dry shorts in black. They came from my Active Brands box that had the larger sizes in it, so these were in a size extra large. Really nice pair of shorts. I had just listed them a couple of weeks, if that, prior, and they sold for $20 on eBay as well. And I make a profit of $12.40 because I had about $3.60 into them in that Active Brand box. That's not something I would pay for them at the thrift store, but if I receive them in an Active Brands box, and especially if they're in a larger size, I will list them, and I made a decent profit on them. My next sale, also on eBay, was a sale where I received a really, really nice feedback comment from the buyer, probably because I gave her a really good deal. She offered me $15 for these J brand jeans. They were skinny, mid-rise dark wash denim jean in a size 24, so tiny size. I don't remember where I picked them up, probably at the thrift store. I had $4 into these, and I think I had them towards the end listed at $30 or sent out an offer for $30. This person offered me $15, and I was just like, fine, I'll take it, because I knew my store was closed and I wasn't making a lot of sales, so I just wanted to get stuff out. I make a profit of $8 on these. Not great. I really don't pick up J brand anymore, but I had these already, so I'm glad that they did sell. Then I saw the Walmart brand, which is always interesting to me. This Avia magenta running skirt slash skort that I picked up from, not the bins. It was in a Goodwill Blue box where my cost of goods was as low as the bins. So I had $1.60 into that one. Although now I'm looking at it, I'm wondering if I got that in a Thredup box. Either way, it sold for $10. That's not a lot. I make a profit of $6.40 on it, and that's okay because it's a Walmart brand. But again, it's a larger size, it's a nice style, and I like selling larger size activewear when I have the opportunity. Next up was an Anthropologie brand, an Isabella Sinclair plaid long sleeve shirt with a lace back accent in a size extra small. That sold on eBay as well. I had $4 into that. I think it came from a regular thrift store. Had it for quite some time, over a year, and it sold for $25 on eBay after being relisted several times. So I was positively surprised by that. I make a profit of $16 on it, but like I said, I had it for such a long time. Not really something I would be picking up now. I've become very, very picky with Anthropologie. So unless it's at the bins or I get it in a Thredup box or it's an extraordinarily stunning piece or a larger size, I would probably not pick it up. Then I had a Poshmark sale once my store was back open again. This halogen black leather ponte knit shift mini dress, short sleeves in a size large. That came from a Thredup box, but a scrap fabric box, which is unusual for a dress like that. I feel like to be in a box like that, but I was happy to take it. I had $2.70 into it, and it sold for $36 on Poshmark. That was an offer I sent, so there was a shipping discount involved, and I make a profit of $24.08, which pretty much pays for the majority of the box. But I think that was the scrap fabric box where I already had a lot of sales, so I'm already in the green on that box, so very happy with that flip. Next up was a new with tag Torrid piece that I picked up on Dollar Day, but my average cost of goods on that day was just under $4. It was this Torrid new with tag gray super soft plush studded space dye sweater in a size 1X that sold on eBay for $19.99, and I didn't have any shipping expenses, so I make a profit of $12.04 on this because my cost of goods was almost $4 from Dollar Day in New Jersey. That one was not listed very long, and I'm happy to sell that, especially since it's selling in the heat of summer, so that's great for a sweater. Another item that came to me in a Goodwill Blue box was this Free People sort of cut out off the shoulder t-shirt. I didn't have a size, but I estimated it to be a size large based on measurements, and there doesn't seem to be an issue with it with the buyer. So they purchased this for $15 on eBay. I think I had it listed for $20. It's a basic t-shirt, and honestly it looks kind of worn. I know that's the look they were going for with that, but I just didn't think it would fetch a great price to begin with. But yeah, $15. I had $1.59 into it from that Goodwill Blue box, so I make a profit of $10.41. Then I had a decent sale on this pair of Vuori, although I recently heard a commercial. I think it's Vuori. Anyway, I think that's how it's pronounced. Leggings, they were not listed for very long either. They had this chevron pattern, and they came from a Thredup Active brand box. I had $3.60 into them. I think this may have been... No, it wasn't the box that I unboxed with Glamour, but I think it was the box that I unboxed right after because it was a larger size. This is a size large, and this sold, I think, on an offer I received on eBay for $26.99, and I make a profit of $17.99. I was hoping to get a little bit more for these, but because of the style and the fact that they're a capri, I think that's why they didn't fetch as high of a profit as other Vuori pieces might, but it flipped really quick, and that's pretty much in line with, you know, my experience, my very limited experience with that brand. Then I sold a Fabletics sports bra, not for much because that's just what it is with Fabletics. This was also in an Active Brands box, didn't have a size. I estimated it to be a medium to large. It sold for $13 on eBay. Nope, sorry. It sold for $13 on Poshmark, and I make a profit of $6.05. I think that was an offer I received, so I was happy to take that for a small piece that, you know, I was not excited for that one to begin with. Now this pair of shoes I was excited for, and I was excited that it was a full price sale, I think. Yeah, this pair of Giorgio Brutini Private Collection Bright Red Western Cowboy ankle boots in a size 11 sold on Poshmark for $50, and after fees and cost of goods, which was $1.50 because I got them from the bins, I make a profit of $38.50, and I wish I had more sales like that this month. Then my totals would look better even with these small number of items that sold. But yeah, unfortunately most of my sales were like the $10 to $20 ones, but this one was a good one. I sold another item from my very sparkly Thredup scrap fabric box. I can link that video up here if you're interested. This Night Moves aqua blue strapless sequin mermaid ball gown / prom dress with a side slit in a size 4. This sold on eBay for $25, and I make a profit of $17. I had $3 into that one. And yeah, that one was a pretty loud, shiny, sparkly number. I don't know if the mermaid core thing helped with it. I don't know if somebody dressed up for the Taylor Swift concerts. I have no idea. Maybe it was a prom dress, although in July that would be late for prom. Either way, it sold, and for $25, that's actually not bad for just like this random, I think, juniors brand, so happy with that. Also happy with this next one. That was an offer I received as well on eBay on this Natori little caftan in this satiny green color with a very abstract geometric yellow pattern. This came from the bins. I picked up 3 Natori pieces from that bins haul. It was the one that I filmed that was just 5 minutes long. I can link this up here as well. And this item I actually forgot to like fully show in the video, so my bad. It cost me $1.60. I got an offer for $30. I think I had it listed for $40, and they were really nice. They're like, oh, I hope you will accept my offer, and I'm like, sure, yeah. It was in size extra large, which definitely helped, and I make a profit of $22.40 on that. Then I sold a brand of cropped capri like lounge / workout pants by a brand I would never ever pick up, but they came to me in that Thredup activewear brands box that was in the larger sizes. It's a pair of tech gear high-waisted heather gray dry tech plus size capri leggings in a size 3X. I sent out an offer, I think, for $11.99, and somebody accepted it on eBay, and so I make a profit of $5.99 because I had $3.60 into it from that active brand box. I mean, honestly, I am not mad at those, like, not even bread and butter, but like mall brands selling for me, because I was not excited to list that. I didn't think it would sell, you know, within a month or so of listing, but it did. And it made me a small profit, but it made me a profit. So happy with that. Next up was another eBay sale. I sold this pair of Sam Edelman Francis Black scalloped edge leather ballet flats in a size 8.5. I had $3 into that one. I'm trying to remember where I got these from. I want to say the thrift. I think it was one of those, my average cost of goods is $3 days, probably dollar day. I don't remember. These sold for $29.99, and after my cost of goods, which is $3 and marketplace fees, I make a profit of $20.99 on these, which is decent. I did definitely relist them. I've had them for a while, I think since last fall, so happy to see them go. And again, I apologize for the raspy voice. It's just what it is right now. Another sale on Poshmark, that was a quick flip. This Torrid super soft bright berry stripe shirt skater mini dress in a size 2X. I picked that up at the bins in New Jersey. I don't find Torrid at the bins too often. I think people just grab it when they see it. Or if I find it, it's in bad condition. So this was in great condition, very cute dress. I had $1.50 into it, and it sold for $22 on Poshmark. That was an offer I sent out. So my profit is $14.08, and it flipped in less than a month. Next up, I sold an item that I've had forever, but I had no money into it. So I'm glad that it sold for full price. And it was an international sale too. This Lucky Brand New with Tech Pink Floyd Dark Side of the Moon long sleeve charcoal gray shirt. I picked this up from TJ Maxx when I had a gift card that I won on Danny B's and Tina's live many moons ago. So it was free to me. It sold for $28 and they paid shipping plus international shipping. So they paid a lot for this shirt. I was surprised. I make a profit of $22.40, but I've definitely had it for going on 2 years now, which is a long time for me. I don't like to keep things around that long. Then I had a super quick flip, which was great. So I had listed these two Zaya sports bras in red and hot pink that I had just picked up from my honey hole not too long ago. I had these listed for $40 on Poshmark. Somebody sent me, I think, like a $25 offer for the lot, and I countered, but I think because they sent me an offer, it notified other likers, because shortly thereafter I get a notification that these sold, but they sold for $40 on Poshmark. So it must have been another person that came in and bought them outright. So my profit is actually $25 because I had about $3.50 into each of them. So my cost of goods for both was $7. Yeah, they sold within a day of listing, which was very exciting. So $25 in profit. Would absolutely pick those up again. They were a size large, both of them. So that was definitely helpful. And then another item that I haven't had listed for long, but I did have it in my possession for a long time. It just kind of fell through the cracks. And when I did my little inventory audit, I found it and I was like, oh, I never listed this. It was a sweater by A New Day, so Target brand, a soft knit cream ivory sweater with a split hem. This, I want to say, also came from a scrap fabric box. It came from some Thredup box. I want to say it was the scrap fabric, but it may have been another one. I had $3 into it. It sold for $10, which is not great on Poshmark. So I only make $4.05, but that is, you know, getting me closer to paying my phone bill, you know. So not mad at it, especially because I had just listed it, I think, like in June, and then it sold in July. So that was okay with me. Another relatively quick flip on an item that came from my own / my kids' closet. I did thrift these Nike Huarache little kid sneakers in olive green and white. Again, many moons ago, at the time when I thrifted them, back in Virginia, I want to say, they were too big for my child, so I kept them around. And then when he could finally fit in them, we didn't really like the fit, or he didn't like the fit. They have this like plastic thing in the back that he didn't like, and because he has so many sensory issues, I didn't push it. You don't like the fit, you don't like the fit. So they sat around for probably another half a year, and then when I was decluttering in preparation for the move, I decided to just clean them up a little bit, list them. Actually, I may not even have cleaned them up. They sold for $17 on Poshmark. That was an offer I sent, and I make a profit of $11.58 on these because I just listed cost of goods as 0, because I did, yes, pick them up at some point, but the intention was for my child to have them. He did wear them once or twice, and they just sat in my house for a year. So even if I was to list the cost of goods, I do not remember how much I had into them. Probably like $2 or $3. Then I had a sale that never got paid, so we're not going to talk about that one. And finally, I sold an item that I also had forever, and I sourced it from Thredup, so I had $7 into it because I browsed their like outlet section. It was this new tags marine layer penny blouse in twilight blue in a size extra small. I do like selling marine layer, but this one just didn't do well. I don't know why. Maybe it's just not the right style. Maybe it's too small. I've had this forever, so it finally sold on eBay for $21.99. I'm pretty sure that was an offer I send out, or that was automatically sent out. Whenever I do have a watcher on an item on eBay and I send out an offer, I do check the box that says automatically send this offer to new watchers, just because it saves me time. It's basically like using Posher VA on Poshmark. So I make a profit of $10.79 on this. Not great, especially since I had it for so long, but I was so relieved and happy when it finally sold. Oh, and guess what? That was my last sale in July. That was so quick. That was a 20-minute what sold video. Wow. I did have some sales on Thredup. I had sent in a box a couple weeks before I moved with items partially from my own closet and some things that I had gotten rid of from my reselling closet. Now, the thing is, I'm not factoring those sales into my total numbers for this month, because now when you send a box to Thredup with their clean out kit, they charge you like $14.99. So whatever you make in sales that $14.99 fee gets deducted. And so far, from the items that have sold and actually not been returned, my total earn amount date is 13/31. So I haven't even paid off the fee yet, but I did want to tell you what sold on there, and I can share some pending sales as well. So the items that sold was, first of all, this unbranded silk scarf that I got in a Thredup scarf box many years ago. I never did anything with that box. It was partially destroyed, damaged. There was like some, actually like an actual oil spill or something, like some chemical substance had spilled on half these scarves. I can link that video up here. It was disgusting. And so the rest of them just sat around my house, and eventually I decided, okay, I'm going to donate these. I'm going to send these to Thredup. And then I actually listed like 2 of them recently that were decent. Anyway, this one sold and I make a profit of $1.08, which is not a real profit because I'm sure I had more into them, but whatever. It sold for $11.99, and that was the first item to sell too. I also sold these Levi's jeans. I think these were from my own closet, and I think I either thrifted them for myself or I got them in one of the Secret Santa boxes that Glamour, Chloe, and I exchanged. I don't remember which pair that was, but it sold for $19.50, and I get a payout of $3.90. Again, I don't really get that because it just goes towards the fee. I sold this Eddie Bauer cardigan that I actually purchased on Poshmark from my friend Margaret once upon a time. I ended up not really wearing it as much as I thought it would, and I didn't feel like listing it myself, so I sent it to Thredup. It sold for $17.99, and I got a payout of $2.43, which is definitely less than what I paid for it, but that's okay. I also sold these Victoria's Secret pink active pants, which I think I purchased from, I want to say I purchased these from Lori Tata on Poshmark, also a long time ago. I wore them a couple of times. They fit a little bit too snug for my taste, so I didn't really reach for them. So I sent them in. They sold for $22.99, and I get a payoff of $3.80. Again, that goes towards my fee. And then I sold this random like Avenue pullover sweater. It was like a tunic top. I got that in some sort of box. I was not excited for it. It sold for $14 on Thredup, so my payout was $2.10. I do have 5 pending sale items. One, I believe, was previously sold and then returned and sold again, so I should be getting my payout. I don't know. So 2 New York & Company shirts that came from my own closet. Their pending payout, it's like $1 and some change in both cases. A pair of STS blue jeans that I got from a Stitch Fix box many moons ago, and that I wore for quite some time, and then it just sat in my closet because it didn't fit anymore, whatever. That payout is also just going to be $1.70 something. A pair of American Eagle Outfitters joggers that I thrifted for myself, or maybe even purchased on Poshmark for myself. That payout is going to be less than $2. And then a pair of jeans that sold for almost $34, a paper denim and cloth that came from my inventory. That potential payout would be $9, so that would be a little bit more exciting, but it does say that the return has been initiated. Now, I don't know if this person has actually returned them or not, so we'll see. I still have a handful of items listed, 2 unbranded scarves. They still have 50 days left to sell. 1 pair of Adidas activewear pants, leggings that I think I got in a box once or at the bins, kept for myself, didn't wear as much, sent them in. And then a bunch of jackets from my Poshmark closet. This Eva and Claudie jacket, which is like a Swedish or Norwegian designer duo. I don't know. So Thredup did price this high and let me price it high. But we'll see if it sells and if I actually get a decent payout. I also still have an LL Bean fleece jacket listed that was in my Poshmark closet forever. And then a Michael Kors wool blend, or maybe 100% wool jacket that I got from Thredup. It's missing a button, but it has a spare button. So it's, it's damaged, but not really. I had that listed for a while. That's also still listed fairly high on Thredup, but I don't think it's going to sell for like $50. So I'll probably keep dropping the price on that and get a smaller payout. But if I get anything back for that one, I would be happy. And then also a Veronika pullover sweater that I bought on Poshmark. And I think I washed it wrong and it shrunk. It doesn't fit anymore, that's for sure. And so I just tossed it in. I was like, I don't want to deal with it. So that's still listed as well. I don't know if it's gonna sell or not. If it does, it's probably gonna get returned. But either way, I probably will not make more than $2 on it. And again, it's not really money I'm making because I definitely had more into it. But it was stuff that was sitting in my house and that I just wanted to get rid of. So I was pretty much fine with whatever payout I would be getting for that. If I get a small payout, to use that credit toward a future, you know, mystery box, rescue box purchase, that's great. If not, you know, then at least stuff is out of the house. All right, now let's talk about my totals, not considering the Thredup sales, because like I said, they are not doing anything for me right now. So my stats and summary of this month are absolutely depressing, so I invite you to be depressed with me by looking at this over here. I sold 23 items. That's only a little more than half of what I sold in June, and let's all remember how horrible June was, so yay. I did list 62 new ones. That was better than what I did in June, so there's that, and my average sales price went up, but yeah, overall my numbers, as you will see here, are not that great. My revenue, so before fees and cost of goods and all of that, was $518.95. And my profit after platform fees, after any additional shipping costs and discounts, after cost of goods, but before taxes, was $343.15. I mean, that's not very impressive. It did pay for the movers that loaded my moving truck and then some, you know, gas for the road. But that's about it. That's about all it paid for. So I'm always grateful for any extra money that I can make with reselling. I still would like to make more, but at this point, seeing that we're 7 months into the year and now it's August, I just have to abandon my goal of making at least $1,000 in profit 6 months out of the year, because we're past that point and I haven't hit that goal once. I got close once or twice. But yeah, if I can make it for the rest of the year for any number of months, I'll be grateful. But again, any type of profit I can make, it helps me and my family out. It helps with the move. It helps with the new apartment. I have to purchase lots of furniture and other things, and I will likely thrift a good chunk of that and potentially upcycle some things. And if I do that, I will probably film it just so we all have something to collectively laugh about. But yeah, I will say so far August, whether it's thanks to the listing challenge or thanks to me sending out offers and dropping prices for closet clear out, I have made a good number of sales. I actually just pulled like 5 sales from my storage unit today. And while I was still sitting there texting a friend, I made another sale and they paid, so I got to pull that as well. So I actually have a good chunk of stuff to ship out tomorrow, which is exciting. So far with August, I'm hopeful that it's going to be a little bit better. We're about a week into August right now as I'm filming this. So fingers crossed, and fingers crossed that the listing challenge from last week will also help with sales. If you missed the listing challenge, but if you just want some company while you're listing, I did create a playlist that has all the lives on there, both the ones from my channel and the ones from Glamour's channel. You can check that out here. I'll also link it in the description. And whenever we're going to decide to do another one, I will absolutely let you know. In the meantime, I have my next Relist and Relax scheduled for August 24th. By that time, we'll hopefully be somewhat settled into our new apartment, and I look forward to getting back on track with those bi-weekly listing lives, and I hope I will see you then. I have another few video ideas that I'm working on, and those videos will come out soon. Until then, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments down below how your July went. Was it your worst month ever? Was it your best month ever? Was it just kind of okay? Let me know, and also let me know what you're doing to, you know, combat that whole summer slowdown and getting ready for Q4 in case that matters to you. Doesn't really matter to me, honestly, because Q4, I feel like for clothing resellers, traditionally is not that big a deal. Like, who buys pre-owned clothing for Christmas, you know? I might, but most other people don't. So, in any case, I look forward to hearing from you. If you found this video enjoyable at all at any point in time, please do like it, and don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed already. I will see you very soon. Bis bald. Tschüss.